Well, welcome back to the channel, you all, and welcome to Salingville, Ohio. So we're doing another little overnight thing here tonight. No kids this time. They're with their mom running around town, so it is just going to be me. And I'm not roughing it tonight. Check that out. So a little A-frame I found on Hip Camp, and let's get unpacked and check it out. Oh, sweet. Very sweet. All right, we got a cot. They even have a guitar in here. Awesome. So a little stove for the winter months. Super cool. All right, there's even a little loft here. So I don't know if you can see it up there. I guess it would probably fit me if in a pinch. But yeah, super cozy, super cool. All right, awesome. Well, I'm gonna kind of start to air this place out a little bit. It's a little warm in here, so we'll get some nice fresh air moving, and let's get unpacked. And just like that, we're unpacked. See how nice it is not having to use a tent all the time? All right. All right, well, we got the car all unpacked. We are ready to go. The owner of this property stopped by. His name's Jim. Super cool guy, so just checking up, make sure I have everything I need. One other thing we're gonna go take a look at here is the bathroom situation. So let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a look. Hey, buddy. Little cat. Okay, I was trying to do it the hard way. All right, let's see. Oh, super cool. So, okay, compost toilet. Got water in here, toilet paper, trash can, stuff to wash your hands with. Super cool. I like this wood pad that he's got it on here. So yeah, well, I'm familiar with these hunting blinds. Well, sweet. I'm gonna look around a little bit more around the property. Okay, well, I kind of wanted to look around this thing. Interesting. So he's got some circular, like, cement bases on it. Very cool. So yeah, he's leveled all this off with gravel and probably using the sand and stuff as well. Very awesome. I love that it has the deck. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we do have electricity. He's got this up to some solar. Very nice. So over here we got some interior lights. Got some outlets here for charging your stuff. Very cool. Oh, all right. Okay. I don't need that yet. All right. Well, there's the solar. Yeah, those aren't even all that big. I wonder how much power they get off of that. How long that'll last them with the lights on and stuff. All right. Well, I figured out that there was a screen there, so perfect. Now we can get some airflow going in there. So it was a pretty warm day today. It got up to 80, and that's pretty high for late September. So. All right. Well, we're all ready for a fire. It's still a little bit too warm for that right now, and I don't know. It's still too early to start dinner. Yeah, you see these pine trees here? See all the dry, dead pine needles underneath it? That stuff is the best fire starter in the world. I just grabbed a handful and tossed it in here, along with some of the wrappers from the firewood packages. But growing up in Arizona, most of the forests that I ever went into and camped out in, it was all pine forests. And that's just how we started our fires. We would, get a whole bunch of those pine needles, throw them in there, grab some other wood from around the place, and then, man, you light those pine needles, and they go up like a tinder. They burn real quick, real fast, really easily. So it can be windy or anything else, and they'll just whoosh. And usually they were good for getting a little twig fire started, and then you could start adding your bigger wood on top of that. But yeah, pine needles. You ever find some pine needles around? Use that for your fire starter. That works awesome. All right, folks. Well, I have a new camera in my arsenal. Aha. We got a drone. Pretty sweet, right? Man, I would have killed for one of these when I was little. So I'm going to start using that a lot more in our videos. You know, I do my best to get as good of, to try to capture as much of just the beautiful landscape and everything with this GoPro or my phone. But sometimes it just doesn't do it any justice. And so that's kind of why I got the drone, just to get up high and look at a bird's eye view of it all. So, little spider buddy climbing up there. But anyways, yeah, it's a beautiful night though. It's finally cooled off. The sun's not down all the way, but most of the way down. And everything is shady. So late afternoon, this place gets super shady in the good way. One other thing to note is there's no cell service or anything here. There is some electricity. We'll get that going once it gets dark. But there's no cell service, so that can be a really good thing for you or a really bad thing depending on how you look at it. I don't really care. I am a little bummed because I totally spaced out and forgot my book at home. So I'm just kind of hanging out here doing whatever. No campfires in grill. You know, it has to be said, somebody probably built a campfire in that grill. I mean, come on, people, use some common sense. It's why, like, everybody else is insulted by warning labels, where it's like, don't shove this up your nose, don't stick it in your ear, don't wear it as a hat. Use some common sense. There's a fire pit. That's a grill. That's a fire pit. Build your fires in the fire pit. Alright, well, speaking of fires, let's go ahead and get her started. So again, I'm just kind of using my cheat code here. Light the bag, the whole thing goes up, toss it on there. Yeah, we'll get it burning. We got a lot of wood. We got a bunch of wood to go through tonight. You know, I've got a little pile over there for wood to like boil my coffee water in the morning, but I probably brought too much wood. Alright, so listen, I've never used one of these composting toilets before, but I figured it out eventually. So over here, you've got like a little squeegee looking thing, and you push on that and it pushes some water into your bowl. And then down here, and this is just this brand, but I'm imagining if you come here and visit these folks, this is going to be the same toilet. To flush it, quote unquote, you pull this little guy out. But then, when you're done, just give it another little squirt of water, and you're good to go. Or the next person is good to go. Yeah, I've never used one of those newfangled things before. So, but whatever. I mean, it works. You know what? You walk into that and it doesn't smell like an outhouse or a porta potty for that matter. Or a porta john, whatever. You don't smell anything because that thing is awesome. And I think it's just I don't know if it runs on battery. I have no idea. I don't know if you have to charge it or whatever, but the thing's great. And it works. I tossed on one more log, but I'm gonna kind of get the grill grate going here. Oh man. Oh. All right, so tonight's dinner is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna be doing some of these little tortellinis. I'm gonna throw some broccoli in there as well, and then we're gonna top that off with some of my Alfredo sauce. Stovetop, I guess, instructions. Adding a tablespoon of olive oil to prevent sticking. All right, boy. Don't forget your broccoli. All right, I'm gonna give that a couple minutes. Gotta get it in here while it's hot, folks. I swear to heaven, the Alfredo sauce usually looks far more appetizing, but when it's cold, it just kind of looks like sour cream. We gotta come up with a better system here. Get one of these little tortellinis. Oh. I am full. That might be a little tiny bit off. There we go. Yeah, now it's in tune. Well, folks, I have a full tummy. It's not that late, but I feel tired for whatever reason. So I think I'm gonna hit the hay, and I will see you all in the morning. Well, good morning, Salingville. Had a good night's rest last night. Did cool down quite a bit, but I was super warm in my sleeping bag, so it was perfectly fine. I did forget my sweater, so I threw on my extra shirt underneath here just for an extra layer. So it's probably in the low 50s right now, so not too terribly bad. But I'm gonna get a fire going and get some coffee on it. All right, well, we got our coffee going. Burning, frying hot coffee. All right, well, I'm just kind of sipping my coffee, waiting for the fire to die down a little bit. It's about 8:30, and then once this is down enough, I'll douse it and then get on the road. But this place is definitely a 10 out of 10. Jim and Tracy have done a really good job, and they're such gracious hosts as well, so accommodating. But I would definitely recommend everybody coming here before they figure out that they're not charging people enough. The little A-frame's perfect, especially during these when you have the cooler nights, the warmer days. There's plenty of hiking trails around, plenty of scenery. There's even like a lake over there that you could fish in. But I just had a wonderful evening here, so I definitely recommend checking this place out. The little A-frame cabin here, you can easily fit 2 adults in it. There are 2 cots in there that you could fit two full-grown adults. You can fit 2 adults and a couple of small children if you throw the kids up in the loft. That loft space is you probably got about 6 feet of space there that you. So if you're 6 feet or under, you could an adult could comfortably sleep up there as well, and it's decently wide, so you could throw 2 kids up there easy. But I definitely recommend this place. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here, folks. As soon as this is done, I'm going to get on the road and get headed home. So I got about a 3-hour drive. But I've had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Make sure you're hitting that like button, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers, and while not a huge milestone for a lot of people, it's a big one for us. So Lennon's super excited to get to 100. And so that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I appreciate you watching these videos. I love making them, and I love just kind of documenting our adventures. But until next time, you all.